Hi guys, welcome back to the Big Sew Along. I'm Ginny, and as always, I thank you very much for choosing to spend some time with me. This week, I am going to tell you about a couple of things I've been working on. The first one of which is this top I'm wearing right now. This is a Simplicity pattern, the Simplicity 9467. Looks like this. It's actually for a shirt. It has a sleeveless option, a long sleeve option, and I think it has two length variations, like shorter and then longer. It also has some optional ruffles to go right here along the seam line. This pattern has two neckline options. One is just the banded collar, and the other one is a small little, it's not quite a Peter Pan collar because it's not curved, but it's that sort of style. Anyways, my friend Susan made this shirt and I really loved it, so I got the pattern also, and I made the longer version, but I added 6 inches to it because I wanted it to be more of a tunic. I also switched out the collar, and I used the oversized groovy 70s collar from the assembly line patterns, which is an add-on to the big shirt. I think you can, I mean, obviously you can put it on whatever you want. It's a separate pattern with like I think it's 3 different collars. This is the only one of those collars I've used, and this is the second or third time I've used it. I love this collar. I'll show you a picture here. It might be a little much. I don't know though. It's growing on me now that I've had it on for a while. What else do I have to say about this? I didn't really do any, I made a size 14 and I didn't do any alterations except for changing the collar and lengthening it. It seems to be fine, to be honest with you. I could have done a 16 and I still would have been fine. I don't know, the 14's fine. It fits fine. And let's see, I have a few pictures here for you. I will say this is another, this fabric is another Liberty of London print, and I got this one from Fabric Mart. I love this print, but I'm not, once again, you guys, I think I've picked a fabric that just washes me out a little bit. So I slapped on some like brighter lipstick today to sort of counterbalance that. But yeah, I think I need to be a little more aware of that when I'm buying these paler colors. Like, I like myself in white, but for some reason this like creamy off-white feels like it washes me out a little bit. Anyways, I do love this print. It's this like super cute, almost cartoonish looking print. I'll give you a close-up of it right here. And once again, I got this when Fabric Mart was having 60% off of some of their fabrics, the lawn fabrics, like a few weeks ago. Anyways, this was my big project for the week. Not that it wasn't hard and it wasn't terribly time consuming, but this was the main project I was working on. Now last week I had started working on the Inca pants from Specks and Keepings, picture right here, and I finished those earlier this week, and I thought I'd give you a look at those also. These pants come, the sizing is like A, B, C, D, something like that. I went with the second size, which I'm pretty sure was a B. They have like a separate yoke piece, so the pants, and then there's like a longer yoke piece. I ended up, after I made them all and had it all together, I ended up just chopping off an inch at the top of that yoke and reattaching my elastic so that they could be an inch shorter. There are directions for shortening up the pattern. I just didn't know when I was looking at it, it seemed like the length was going to be fine. Anyway, so I just ended up shortening it by cutting an inch off of the top of the yoke and reattaching my elastic. These have these integrated pockets on the side panels that I really, really like. I will say the pattern, in terms of the way it was sized, like it matched up with what it said it was going to be. The directions were very clear. The whole thing was really simple, like to put together. There was no issue. Except that there's only a 1/4 inch hem allowance, which I don't get the 1/4 inch thing, you guys. I'm confused by it all around. But anyways, I chose to then just make a facing for my hems. Yeah, because I'm not going to be happy with a 1/4 inch hem. So, those are the 2 alterations that I did. I cut 1 inch off the top and put a facing on the hem. I think I probably could have made the smaller size if I wanted to. I don't know that it makes that much difference in the way it looks. The thing is that these pants, they have like 2 side panels and then a giant triangle piece that goes in between the 2. And those are the things that, like the triangle piece is like a giant crotch piece. It's like hangs down like almost to your ankles. So I like this style. I feel like this might, and I love that I chose this a rayon linen blend fabric, which is one of my favorite blends. It just has like, it just always has a nice drape to it. Anyways, so that's what these pants are. I feel like because of the way they're constructed, for me, that it's just too much fabric. Like, once again, I love drop crotch voluminous pants, but there's a point for my, maybe it's just my frame. I don't know. I mean, I think if you were taller, that probably would be less of an issue. I definitely would not make these in a stiffer fabric. I feel like they really need to be in a drapey fabric. I don't know that I'll make them again. Like I said, I had absolutely no issues with the pattern whatsoever. I'm just thinking, like, style-wise, I have a pair of Berta pants that are similar, but are considerably less volume between the legs. So if I was going to make another pair like this, that's probably the pattern I would choose. However, I do have another Specks and Keepings pattern. I think it's called the Camille dress, that I haven't made yet. I do have a fabric for that. I have a silk gingham to make that at some point in the near future. Okay, so the other thing is I want to tell you, in this first pictures with these Inca pants, I'm wearing a little tank. I had 3 yards of this Liberty fabric, and after I finished this dress, I had almost a full yard left. So I quickly used that to work up a putting it together shell from, and this is a pattern from Cutting Line Designs. I'll show you a couple close-ups of the top here just so you can see. It just fits so nicely. It's just a really simple tank kind of shell top. It does have faced neckline and armholes, and it does have a bust dart from the armhole. Yeah, once again, Louise Cutting knocks it out of the park with her patterns. I don't know how widely available Cutting Line Designs patterns are. I know she ships all over the world, but if you are not into having something shipped to you from the United States, I also have the Tessuti Kate top. It's really similar. It's very, very similar, and it also has faced, I think it's both faced neckline and armholes on that. The difference, I think, the main difference is that the Kate top has a higher neckline and then a scoopier neckline. So this one, the Cutting Line Designs one, is somewhere in between those two. Anywho, if you guys are interested, those are both really good tanks. I've made both of those before. And I'll show you here also the Inca pants with a different top. This is a, shoot, what is this top? It is from Trish Newbery. And I'm pretty sure this is a Lockdown Lounge top. One of you guys asked me about this maybe a week or so ago, because you were catching it on an older video from last summer when I was first showing this. I didn't explain in that video what I did. I did use the Lockdown Lounge top, but I just used the main body for that. I didn't add the sleeves. I drew my own facings for the neckline and the armholes, and that was the only thing I did different. I didn't use a knit fabric, but you don't really have to use a knit fabric for that pattern. I think the knit fabric is just for the neckline binding and the sleeves if you put them on, but I just eliminated both of those and put facings. Anyways, just so you can see, what the Inca looks like with a different top. I think I might like it better with the slouchier top. I don't know. I still feel like that's just too, I just feel like it's too much volume for me. That's the issue. Okay, that is almost it. Last week, I think it was Goat Gal asked me if I had ever made the Nahalem pants from Sew House 7. These pants have been around for a while, and I have admired them for a long time. I've never made them because I was never sure what kind of a top to wear with them. But you know what? Right after I got that message from Goat Gal, I got an email like the next day from Sew House 7 announcing they were having like a 20% off sale for Me Made May. So I bought that pattern. I also bought 2 other patterns. I can't remember what they were now. But anyways, I bought that pattern and I am planning to work that up as soon as I get it. I think I ordered that a week ago tomorrow. So hopefully it'll be here in the near future. And that, I think, is it for today, you guys. Let me know what you think about this, in particular, the color of this. Also, let me know what you think about the Inca pants. Yeah, I'm just not 100% on them. All right, guys, I think that is it for me this week. I'm hoping next week to have my Matchy Matchy collage top to show you. I'm not going to do a full tutorial, full sew along for that because it's really simple. But I think I will do a quick tutorial on how I'm going to change that neckline. All right, until next week, you guys. Thanks again for stopping by, and happy sewing.